Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Killer Headshot. First of all, I just want to say thank you to my current subscribers. I've almost hit 80 subscribers now, and I've almost hit my first goal of 100 subscribers, so thanks a lot guys. You guys are the best. I'm so lucky to get such positive feedback from you guys about the channel. I'm just so glad that you guys enjoy what I'm doing with the channel. I've put a lot of hard work into this channel, and I'm very grateful that you guys actually enjoy this content. Now today we're going to be talking about Xbox One X versus the PS4 Pro. What are my thoughts about these two consoles? How do they rack up against each other? You know, which console should you buy at the end of the day with your hard-earned cash? So how we're going to compare these consoles, I'm going to go through the exclusive games. First off, I'll start off with the PS4 Pro on their exclusives. So the first exclusive that we got on the PS4 Pro would be GT Sports. The next exclusive is going to be Death Stranding, and the next one is going to be Days Gone, and we have the new God of War, we have the new Spider-Man, and of course we have Horizon Zero Dawn, which is already out, which is an amazing game too. On the Xbox we have Crackdown, we have Cuphead, we have the new Forza Motorsport 7, we have PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and we have that pirate game. Which is it's okay, you know, Sea of Thieves. Now, I'm not really too impressed with these exclusives on the Xbox One X, and I'm not a PS4 fanboy, I'm not a Sony fanboy. I am a bit of a fanboy, but I'm not a full-on fanboy. You know, I do like Xbox, and I do like, you know, PlayStation. But these exclusives that are on the Xbox One X are ever so slightly laughable, to be honest. They need to have a stronger lineup of exclusive games. It just feels like they've just been focusing solely on the hardware all this time. They've, you know what, hands up to them. You know, they've built an amazing console. It's so small, it's very efficient, it's powerful, it's attractive, it's a nice console. I'm gonna pick up the console, do you know what I mean? But you can't just focus on hardware, you know, to try and rekindle what you lost with the launch of the Xbox One. You need games, man. You need decent games, and Sony have not been letting us down with that. So yeah, you know, it's an amazing console. You know, it's, like I said, on the Xbox One X, it is an amazing console, and you got some nice games that are coming out. But like I said, these games are not comparable. You know, the exclusive games are not comparable to the exclusives on the Sony console. So it's a difficult one. Which one should you get? You know, should you get the Xbox One X with no games, which is a very powerful machine? It's, you know, it's going to be able to do some true 4K gaming, or should you get the weak-ass PS4 Pro console in regards to 4K, that is, but with the amazing strong lineup of games, exclusive games? And this is a difficult one to be honest. You know, either way you're going to get shafted slightly. But do you know what? The way I look at it, if you can afford both, get both. And you know, the PS4 Pro will drop in price with the launch of the Xbox One X, because they do not want to be left behind. They've had the lead now for a long time. They've done very well, and they cannot afford to be left behind. You know, Microsoft is a very powerful, rich company in comparison to Sony, and you know, Sony is pretty much banking on their console to, you know, pull themselves out of debt. You know, so Sony are not gonna, you know, they can't afford to. I don't know if they will, but they can't afford to not do a price drop for the launch of the Xbox One X. So, as you may have already guessed, I am leaning towards the Sony camp. I love my Xbox. I'm playing Xbox games right now. I'm playing Forza Horizon 3, I'm playing Gears of War 4, you know, on my gaming PC and that, and I've played a little bit of the games on the Xbox One S, which is a good console as well. But you know what, when the price drop comes, I've been waiting for this price drop for the PS4 Pro, because it's a half decent machine. It's not as strong as the Xbox One X, and I'm not happy about that. And this is the thing with Sony. They tried to cheap out with their console. They should have just waited. They should have just left the PS4. It was strong enough as it was. They should have launched their PS4 Pro at the same time as the Xbox One X, and they would have been level. It would have been a level playing field. They would have both had consoles at the same amount of power. But they couldn't wait. They wanted to have a little of a lead there. They got a bit greedy. It's a shame. But you know what? The machine can push out 1440p and then upscale to 4K, and it can do checkerboard rendering 4K. So it's not going to be as bad as people are talking. People are they've switched onto the Sony now. They're trying to give Sony a hard time. All these Xbox fanboys are rising up because of the Xbox One X. But you know what? Good for you. Be proud of your console. Enjoy your console. You know, enjoy being an Xbox fanboy. But you know what? Both sides it's going to be very level. And I feel that Sony is still going to have the edge here, especially for myself. And I feel that, you know, typically in the industry, Sony will still have the edge because they've got a far superior exclusive game lineup. So that's my answer. I would say wait for the price drop for the PS4 Pro, buy the PS4 Pro, enjoy all these amazing, great lineup of games. If you have the extra cash, go out and get an Xbox One X if you've got a 4K TV already. If not, just buy a cheap Xbox One S. The price will drop a tiny bit with those as well, and you'll be able to play all the new games too, and they'll upscale in the most minuscule way to 4K on a 4K TV. But you know, you'll still be able to play some of the nice exclusives on the Microsoft brand. But you know what, you're missing out if you don't get a Sony PlayStation PS4 Pro. Then you are missing out. There's a lot of decent exclusives that are going to come out, and these are epic games. And you know what, the PS5 will come out later on. So I feel that you would need to buy the PS4 Pro with the price drop personally. If not, if you're a proper Microsoft fanboy, then you're probably not even interested in this. You just want to know who's got the most points. And I would say once both consoles are actually out, you know, obviously the PS4 Pro is already out, but once the Xbox One X is out, I'll say things will become a lot more level, but the Sony brand will still have a slight edge because they have a really strong lineup of exclusives. It's about games at the moment. You know, it's about games in general. We are gamers, and this is why the Nintendo Switch has done so well, because they focused so heavily on the portability and obviously the games, which is the number one thing. They've always focused heavily on games. They've always had the weakest console of all, but they've always done quite well because they've always focused quite heavily on the games, except for the Wii U. That was just taken a mick. I don't know what happened with the Wii U. There's a lot of games that weren't coming out that should have came out for that. But yeah, so it's about the games at the end of the day. That's my final verdict. I will be purchasing the PS4 Pro with the price drop, and you know, I'll still be playing on my gaming PC the odd Xbox game. But yeah, I'll be spending a lot of time on the PS4 Pro. Peace.